This is what a cramp looks like.
Oh.
Look.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Cramps, especially of the calf, the foot, they can become really painful. Why? Because those muscles are really strong. You walk so often, you stand so often, those muscles are really, really well trained. So when they cramp, a lot of pain. A lot of pain. Oh, maybe you should do that with a rope, not a human. Oh my God, I feel bad for his rotator cuffs and his labrums. By the way, you know you have a labrum in the shoulder and in the hip? What if they land on him and break a rib? What about his semicircular canals? Oh, what if they didn't catch him? Oh my God, he's not even dizzy. Props. I can't even spin around a hula hoop 3 times without getting dizzy. And my guy just got flung around like a jump rope, thrown up in the air like a Twizzler, and they caught him, no problem, and he's still doing a dance. Oh. Part of that is visual, because like he's moving his arm, but then his other arm is moving inside his arm. But there's definitely a lot of hypermobility there. Like there are certain conditions out there, Marfan syndrome, Ehlers-Danlos syndrome, that can create hyper loose joints where your connective tissue is actually incredibly stretchy. That's why a lot of performers in like Cirque du Soleil and other shows actually have that condition and thrive quite well with it in terms of financial success. You do, however, have higher rates of injury, as well as certain manifestations of it that are quite dangerous, like cardiac ones that have to do with your heart. Yeah, sometimes I catch myself sitting like that. In fact, many of you have pointed out that my posture during some of my videos and Man on the Street is not great, and I need to do better. I need to do chin tucks. I need to do that more often. As long as you're respectful, you use the proper nomenclature, that's vocabulary. You're doing the right thing.
Does anyone else in here find it crazy how they keep on figuring out how to make life longer?
I feel like that's kind of great, no?
Scientists are like, you're gonna live to 150 now. It's like, who the fuck asked for that?
I'm pretty sure that's a universal ask.
No, shouldn't they make it less shit first? Shouldn't that be step 1? Make it less shit.
But they do, they make it less and then when it's less you end up prolonging life. It's like the chicken before the egg.
And they keep on adding to the worst part, the end.
What do you extend the beginning?
Who the fuck wants more end? Give us more middle, you fucking psychos.
What do you mean? We always say 40 is the new 20. That's giving you the middle. I feel like this is an attack on my people.
I tell my kids and my clients never sit in those 4-foot wide wheelchairs.
Wait, I tell my friends and clients not to sit. Wait, what if they need a wheelchair?
Because you're getting the microbiome.
A lot of bad ones in there.
Whoa.
Hold on a second. Did he just say to his patients not to use wheelchairs because of a microbiome?
But what you want to do is maybe be the towel boy for the U.S. Olympic ski team or gymnastics team or soccer team, get their good microbes.
Is he saying it's better to be able to walk than to be in a wheelchair? I'm confused.
So if you see people who clearly exhibit good health, spend more time around them.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be honest with you, as a physician, I will wear gloves on unhealthy people.
That's what you're supposed to do as a doctor.
And healthy people that have good microbes, I won't wear gloves.
Whoa.
How, as a doctor, can you know for certain who's healthy and who's not? You think they're walking around with labels? Can you imagine a surgeon not wearing gloves because they said that this patient is otherwise healthy and it would give me good microbes? So yes, while you may get good microbes from person A and bad microbes from person B, first of all, you won't know which one of those people will have good microbes and how will they impact yours, because we don't even know which ones we can take and how they'll impact us, because the whole field is really new and novel. And this is not coming from me. This is coming from world-renowned experts who actually study this stuff. They'll say there's more that we don't know and we need to figure out before we start making recommendations to people. This is all wild speculation. My God.
I'm built different.
Oh my God, I didn't expect that. I thought she was gonna take it. My only question is why she's wearing a Pizza Hut apron. You caused that watermelon so much pain. There's negative aura coming from that watermelon that I feel like if I eat it, I'm gonna feel some of that abuse as well.
Hello. Hello, how are you? Brian, what time do you call this?
There was like a viral TikTok I remember of either a dentist or a dental assistant who was sitting on a weird chair and everyone loved the chair. I will say having a chair where you have enough flexibility to change position, to put one leg up, to move around, that's of utmost importance. I actually said that in my house tour video. Oh my God. Why was that adorable and hilarious, even though terribly inaccurate? There was a medical show on TV that actually tried to do a segment about how your zodiac sign impacts your heart health. I won't name that doctor, but I will show this clip.
What do we do if we have that Leo aspect in any of us?
Focus on just radiating your Leo energy, your sunlight out into the world.
Is this an MRI or CAT scan? Oh my God, this is the scariest thing I've ever seen. And the funny thing is this happens all the time in hospitals and there's just like a little piece of plastic that goes around it. It's also the reason why we need to wear earplugs and ear protection when we're inside the actual MRI. What genius came up with the technology of saying, let's spin magnets? Like, can you imagine if in the Middle Ages, someone's like, look at this metal thing. And he says, if you spin this really fast, you're gonna be able to see inside the body. They would write him off as a heretic. Oh. Why are they just doing that? Doesn't it forever damage the machine or something? For some reason, I thought there's no way you can do this. Like, cause you have to shut down the machine and turn off the magnets and something drastic happens. But I don't really quite understand why. Oh my God. The thing that bewilders me is that I treat whiplash in my office of people who get rear-ended and go like this. And it's so much more mild than what's being experienced here. Oh my God. I worry about that spinal cord there, oh man. Humans are incredible. What did I just watch? Does this person have a unique skill or is that someone else's hand substituted for his leg? There's too many movements. I think that was like someone's arm they're flailing.
What is your hidden talent that you think is really cool but also strange?
I don't even have cool talents.
I will go first.
I can talk with my mouth closed, and I've never seen anyone else be able to do this.
Do we know that this is true?
Calling from the other side.
I don't believe anything anymore, TikTok. You've ruined my perception of life. It has to like somehow there's some kind of unique formation of her soft and hard palate that the sound can actually come out from her nose or something.
Can you talk with your mouth closed?
Whoa! Whoa, is that floor extra bouncy or this person just extra talented? Okay, this is some next level stuff. This is honestly how I feel when I'm precepting patients with the residents and they're coming in rapid fire. I'm like, this is what you do, this is what you do, this is what you do. But that was skills. And my man had a knee brace on the whole time. He's like, and I did that with only half a meniscus.
Sir, I'm afraid I have some bad news.
Oh no, what is it?
Your father, he didn't make it.
Why?
It's just some things are beyond our control.
How is this gonna turn? I'm getting very worried.
Whenever you're ready, sir.
Oh my God.
No. Whenever you're ready, I'm here. We're here for you, sir.
Do this.
Not gonna lie, do the billing people at the hospital feel like this sometimes when they have to present the bill? I guess because they do it by mail, they feel like they're disconnected from it. Someone has to pay the bill, otherwise hospitals will cease to exist. But that's what insurance companies are for, but the whole thing is a racket, so.
So as a cardiologist, I tell people never drink out of plastic containers. Plastic containers are loaded with BPA and other components besides BPA that are dangerous.
Man, people are trying to go viral extra hard. What if they're BPA-free containers, like the one YouTube just sent me?
All of the chemicals that are in plastic. Those chemicals get into our body, interfere with bodily functions. They are known to disrupt hormones. So let's get rid of the plastic, excommunicate plastic from your life. That's a key strategy for your 100-year heart.
Okay. Generally, this isn't bad advice. In fact, I would probably recommend more people to not drink out of plastic water bottles, especially reusing plastic water bottles that are one-time use. But to scare and fearmonger people into thinking like that's what's gonna help them live to 100, we don't see evidence of that. There's so many other factors that go into whether or not you hit 100 that if you drink from glass, metal, plastic, the numbers are gonna be so rare that that's gonna be the impact in your life. If it is easy to switch, cool, make the switch. But if it's gonna cost you tons of money where then you can't afford to buy healthy foods, please don't watch this and be afraid because that was somewhat overstated. This is the unfortunately named condition werewolf syndrome. I'm pretty sure there's no other hormonal issues that are ongoing during the same time. It's just excess hair growth. So I think the baby grows up without developmental delays, outside of maybe visual ones from the hair growing everywhere. When you have severe eczema, so your face moves in one unit. Is it eczema though? So it's interesting, we just saw a condition where there is laxity of connective tissue, but then there's certain conditions where you have tightness of the skin. You know what also creates contractures or tightening of skin? If you burn or cut your hand, it's very important that you work with a hand surgeon during your rehab to make sure that you don't form contractures and you can't actually move your hand properly because the skin actually tightens up.
I drove my standing frame 1,000 miles away to my college dorm, and this is exactly why. When you're in a wheelchair, the best thing that you can do for your body is get out of your wheelchair and into a different position.
That's true. Switching positions is incredibly important in healthcare. In fact, we have special mattresses that are considered pressure reducing or pressure relieving, where they inflate certain areas and deflate different areas in order to reduce something known as pressure ulcers. And the treatment for those and the prevention of those is really just constant mobility.
So before this flesh-eating bacteria took over my
flesh-eating bacteria.
This is actually what I used to look like. But then after this one small mistake, my life changed forever.
What happened?
I had flesh bursting open and eating itself throughout my entire upper body.
Oh, she has a port.
I really tried only filming on my positive days, but as you can see, even with hundreds of open sores, I still tried my best to exercise and love my body despite this incredibly painful situation.
How do you get such a bad infection?
And unfortunately discovered that my disease has relapsed, and I will actually begin round 2 of treatment this next Monday. But I promise this time though,
I want to know how this started.
I'm going through, and I'm going to continue fighting for justice and for the body positivity movement.
I love to see the positivity in going through a situation like this, because it's not easy when your outward appearance is impacted, not just how you feel, but also how you're perceived by others. And that can really make people feel isolated. With all good intentions, people look at someone who has a really bad scar and they say, oh, you're still beautiful. You could mean that, and you could be saying it in a nice way. But if that person is struggling because other people are judging them, we have to understand that they have true pain. And we have to understand why they have that pain. And we have to seek to help them in those scenarios. We will reach out and find out more about this story. Being a doctor is an incredibly rewarding field, but it's not easy. Here's what doctors have to say is the worst part of being a doctor. Click here to check that out. And as always, stay happy and healthy.